Hey, good evening. Here's your first look at sports. The wait is over for the third year in a row. Pro Golf is back at Peak and Findlay Lake, New York. Round one of the Web.com's LECOM Health Challenge. We start with the local favorite, Cathedral Prep and Gannon graduate Drew Dymel making his LECOM Health Challenge debut on a sponsor's exemption. Some nerves early, misses the short par putt on the first hole. Playing the back nine first, and he'd bogey 10, he'd par 11 after driving into the bunker on the par 4 12th. Dymel, nice up and out that leaves him a downhill putt for birdie, and he rolls it home. 4 over 76 for Drew. Up and down round for Chicago's Richard Lee. Shot a 1 over 73, but ends his round with a long birdie putt and a beauty over to 15. How about Josh Teeter, 19-footer for birdie, and Teeter, he's not tottering there. Gets it to go. Wave your hands in the air like you just don't care. 2 under round of 70 for him. Then there's Pittsburgh's Mike Van Sickle. Watermelon pants and all. Pushes his birdie on 8 past the hole. And, dude, that's literally the face everyone makes when they see the pants you're wearing. What a day for Kevin Stadler and his caddy, Chris Red Hughes. Stadler won at the Peak in 04. Made the turn at 5 under par, an eagle, and 3 birdies, including that one. But 1 hole turned it all around. Stadler led the tourney through 12, but carded a 10 on the par 5 fourth, bumped him back to even. The only thing darker than that was the sky just before noon, nearly a 2-hour delay. And when play resumed, Stadler had a chance to end his round under par. His birdie putt downhill is just short on 9, where he wrapped up, and he finished even at 72, chasing guys like New York State's Dudley Hart, who carded a 4 under par 68. He gets his putt to go on 9. How about Bavik Patel? Shot a bogey-free round of 6 under 66, gets that par on the 8th hole. And then there's Mexico's Oscar Frausto, finished his first round 7 under 65. The putt goes there on 9. Your leaders, Colombia's Sebastian Munoz. That's Colombia, the country in South America, not the university. He was 8 under 64, and only fitting that he's tied with the champ, as in Sacramento, California's Cameron Champ. He birdies the 14th. Here's your round 1 leaderboard. Champ and Munoz tied for first. The Mexican-born Frausto 1 back. 4 others tied 2 back at 6 under. Drew Dymel tied for 147th. After tomorrow, it's just the top 65 scores and ties advancing to the weekend. Mike Fenner has more from the Peak.
After a nearly 2-hour weather delay in the middle of Thursday's first round of the 2018 LECOM Health Challenge, play was suspended right before 9 p.m. That, of course, leaves 20 players to finish the first round. They'll do so Friday morning at 7:50. It will not affect the second round start time of 6:50. It's Cameron Champ and his 6 birdies and an eagle at 8 under, tie with Sebastian Munoz and his 8 birdies at 8 under for the lead heading into Friday.
Fairways here. Obviously, we have a lot of, I guess, mid-iron shots to wedges into greens. Then if I can find fairways on the par 5s and take advantage of those.
I think you have to pick your spots right. I mean, it's really easy to be like short-sighted a lot, and if you just keep the ball in front of you and keep it simple, I think you can do pretty good.
I really had a lot of chances all day. I kind of stole par on 2 where I should have made a bogey, and then that 1 hole when I puked on myself. But other than that, it was a really good day.
It's great to play with a lot of the guys and to compare your game versus them. So that's what my brother Ryan and I were talking about. There's just a few little tweaks, that makes them, the next step.
Erie's Drew Dymel looks to pick it up after a strong back 9 to finish Thursday, including 2 birdies and 5 pars. Dymel and the rest of the field get it going on Friday morning as the LECOM Health Challenge continues all weekend long. Reporting from the Peak and Peak Upper Golf Course, I'm Mike Fenner.
Thanks, Mike. So again, the 20 players who did not finish round 1 will wrap up tomorrow at 7:50 a.m. and then will play their second round as scheduled. Now, round 2 tee times actually begin an hour earlier at 6:50 a.m. Some of the notables: Drew Dymel will begin on tee number 1 at 2:32 in the afternoon. The leaders, Cameron Champ and Sebastian Munoz, will play the back 9 first, 104 and 137 respectively, and Kevin Stadler will tee off the first tee at 20 minutes after noon.